What it do? What it do? What it do? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Daga, and welcome back to another Eagles Uncut 2.0. All right. So this is a test drive, first live. Just gonna be here chopping it up about 10-15 minutes, man. We're gonna be talking about some linebacker depth. We're also going to be talking about Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, the quarterbacks for NFC East, on where Jalen Hurts stands compared to the other quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Another thing that I want to say as well is we're going to be chopping it up, man. Monday, I'm going to go live with one of my good friends, Ray, Seattle Seahawks fan. We're gonna be chopping it up. Eagles, Seahawks, any news around the league and everything, man, everything. So let's get this started, man. The first thing I want to say is how far is Jalen Hurts on compared to the other quarterbacks in the NFC East, man? You know, to me, like Jalen Hurts, like he's way farther than Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones, and Sam Howell. All right. So let's start with the Commanders first. Okay. Let's compare Jalen Hurts and Sam Howell first. All right. Okay. So first of all, who is Sam Howell? All right. So far, what we have seen was only from Sam Howell is only based on one game. All right. One game which was against the Dallas Cowboys, which yeah, they won. The Redskins won, but somehow he was like mediocre. I think he had like less than 200 yards passing. He ran pretty good the game. I mean, at the end of the day, they won the game, but that's not even a fair comparison. Now is he gonna even be the starter for the Commanders coming up 2023 season? We don't know. That's what they say he will be, but you never know. You know. So now a really good compare is gonna be Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones. Man, of course, Giants fans gonna say that it's they're close or Daniel Jones is better. But let's be realistic, man. Let's be realistic. Jalen Hurts is way better throwing the ball with his mechanics, even rushing than what Daniel Jones is, man. Better completed percentage, okay? Better passer rating. So, I mean, just last year, alone, which was the best year that actually Daniel Jones had, was last year. And Jalen Hurts still did way better than what Daniel Jones did. I mean, I got to give credit to Daniel Jones because he did get to the playoffs, one of the three teams from the NFC East that actually got to the playoffs, which is crazy, man. Three teams from the NFC East went to the playoffs. Of course, only our birds, the one that went to the Super Bowl. Okay, and that is that's something that because we had Jalen Hurts, that was the main reason we went to the Super Bowl, man. That two games that we didn't have Jalen Hurts didn't do anything. Like we lost against the Saints whenever Minshew wasn't there, and we lost against the Dallas Cowboys. And I gotta give it to Minshew though, because Gardner Minshew he played really really well against the Cowboys. He did really well, but against the Saints he stank it up. He just stanked it up, man. And as soon as Jalen Hurts came back, we were back in business. So that's another thing that I also want to talk about as well, man. But let's finish this comparison. Now we have Dak and Hurts. Dak and Hurts. Now that's the closest quarterback in an NFC East that is to Jalen Hurts. It would be Dak. Okay. And I've been hearing a lot of chop on Twitter, on about Dak. Another thing like saying this, Cowboys doing Cowboys thing, man. Cowboys doing Cowboys thing, saying it's their year. Even I guess even Dak said that there's gonna be their year. He's gonna bring a Super Bowl to Dallas and all that. And man, first they gotta get to an NFC Championship game. Simple as that. First and foremost, okay. And I've been saying this forever now. Dak is a good quarterback. Can you win with him? I don't know. Now, last minute drive. You have Jalen Hurts, you have Dak. Who do you want the ball to be with? Do you want to be on the last 2 minutes with Dak or with Jalen? Jalen already proved it. He proved it against the Colts during the season. And he proved even on the playoffs as well. Okay. By getting to the Super Bowl. Now, on that Super Bowl game, of course, he didn't get the ball on the last minute of the game or in the last 2 minutes. Okay. We tied the game in the last 5 minutes of the game of the Super Bowl. We tied the game. All we had to do is get one stop, or even if they just had scored a field goal instead on, and Jalen Hurts would have got the ball back. That I believe that it would be game over, because there would be absolutely no way that Jalen Hurts wouldn't score at least a field goal. But I really do believe that he would have scored. He would lead to a touchdown. But maybe that will happen this year. Who knows? We'll see. But between Dak and Jalen, like I said before, Dak is the Philip Rivers of this generation. Okay, of this generation of quarterbacks. He's a Philip Rivers. He is like a great stat quarterback. Great stat quarterback. But whenever it counts, he folds. Pressure either create diamonds or break pipes. That is being like a pipe, a crack pipe, on playoffs. Yeah, he won 2 in 7 years. Jalen won 2 in 2 years. Because let's be real, we can't count his first year because he didn't really play. He played like the last 3-4 games when we were already out of the playoff contention. So within 2 years that he's been starting, took to the playoff. Yeah, he think that game up against Bucks last year, but he still got to the playoffs. And this year, NFC Championship, Super Bowl, all the way to the Super Bowl. All right. So that's it. It's pretty simple to me. It's pretty to everybody pretty much is pretty simple. It's no gray and white area, man. It's like, Dak is that. Big moments, he folds. Jalen Hurts, big moments, he comes up big, either with his leg or with his arm. And to everybody out there, back in the day, back to last year, said that he couldn't throw, you gotta watch some tape. Don't watch the tape. Watch the highlights. Whatever. You got to watch something. Because that boy was throwing dimes this past year. Dimes. Even on that Super Bowl game, some of the balls that he was throwing, dimes. All right. And guess what? That's another year of AJ Brown, another year of Devontae Smith. So this coming up season, man, I'm expecting big things. Big things, man. You know. And not only that, we also add DeAndre Swift, another weapon for him to throw the ball to. Man, that offense, it is gonna be dangerous. It is gonna be beyond dangerous, you know. Hold on, guys, real quick, real quick. But yeah, like I was saying, it's gonna be a crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy this year. Now, last thing that I want to talk about, you know, is definitely that. Are you worried about the linebacker depth, the Eagle linebacker depth, man? Because let's be real, I am, and let me tell you why I am. All right, let me tell you why. So yeah, we have Nakobe Dean, which come on, so far I really believe this. Like he's gonna be a stud, man. He's gonna be a stud. He's gonna be definitely gonna be our best linebacker. You know, um, we have the guy that we picked up from the Bears, Nicholas Morrow. You know, which he had a good year last year. You know, now we had them too. Now another one that's did really good during OTAs and all. It's Ellis, man. Ellis Christian, man. He been coming up, you know, and some people that they're even saying that he might even start on being one of the starter linebacker, you know. So he might be like a project, like kind of like TJ Edwards was, you know. Now I really don't think he'll get a starting job. I really think it's gonna be Nakobe Dean and Nicholas Morrow, but you never know. And now we have Nakobe Dean, we have Nicholas Morrow. What else do we have over here? Christian Ellis, Tavion Taylor, and we also have on Ben Van Summeren. All right, so we need a bona fide linebacker, man. You know, to partner up with Nakobe Dean. You know, to guide those guys. You know, on to be on the right spot to help to bring them up. You know what I'm saying? On kind of like like how we have James Bradbury, we have Darius Slay. Those two corner is gonna help the young corners like Greedy Williams, even though Greedy Williams has already been on the league for a while, but it's still gonna help him, by mentoring him. Not just Greedy Williams, but Ella Ricks, uh, Kelly Ringo, you know. So we need a veteran linebacker, a bona fide veteran linebacker, to help uh, mentor those guys, to keep them accountable, you know. Now, because let's be truth, man. Truth be told, we didn't know 100% when a Kobe Dean is gonna be. Now we'll assume he is gonna be great, you know. because that's what he was in college. And the little bit that he played last year, he showed a lot of flashes. He did show a lot of flashes, but we're not 100% sure. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see what he brings to the table, man. We'll see what he brings to the table this year, and I'm hoping and praying, and I really think just on watch some of on his tapes and all that he will be a stud. He has a high IQ, football IQ. And he's a smart player, man. He's a very smart player. Even though he's a little bit smaller, for linebacker, but man, that boy can hit. That boy can hit. You know. But that's about it. Like I said, guys. And by the way, if you're new, make sure subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. It is free, man. It's free, and it helped your boy out as well. Like I said, I was only gonna be here for like a good 15-20 minutes. We're about 16 minutes right now. I just want to, pretty much do a test drive and everything. My first live and all. I will be back on Monday. I'm gonna do another live, like I said, with my boy Ray. And man, we're gonna be talking some more Eagle. We're gonna be talking some, about all the teams. He's a Seattle Seahawks fan, so we're gonna be talking about a little bit about the Seahawks as well, and what we expect, for this 2023-2024 season as well. But thanks so much. Thanks so much for all your support, and you already know what time it is. That got out.